Mexicans feel offended by the notion of having, the notion of a wall on the border. Mexicans feel offended by the idea that the U.S. wants to build a wall on the border, and even more so by the idea that they'd have to pay for it. And they kind of laugh at that, but they also are offended by it. At the same time, Mexicans have been surprisingly good at differentiating between the U.S. government and the United States and the U.S. people. And that's surprising because, historically Mexicans were reflexively somewhat anti-American. In the last 20 or 30 years, as the economies have grown closer and the two societies have grown closer, Mexicans have started to think of the United States as more of a partner than a threat. And they've begun to differentiate between the politics that goes on and what average people think in the United States. The flip side of that is many Mexicans feel hurt by this. I mean, they had decided over the past 20 or 30 years that they were going to grow closer to the U.S., that their economy depended on it, that they were going to abandon their distrust of the U.S., and now they wonder why the U.S. is turning its back on them, and that maybe they trusted too much in the joint future with the United States, that maybe they were too trusting. And I think there's a danger, though most Mexicans can differentiate politics from everyday life in the U.S., there is a danger that Mexicans over time will feel less affinity to the United States and will feel that maybe they made a mistake by trying to get too close to us.